Oh my God, I cannot believe Trump just posted this. Just watch, like, no words. No words.
What he's doing is talking their own language. Now they have been chanting songs for many hundreds and thousands of years. Now he's giving them back what they have begged for, revenge.
Uncle Sam is getting pretty hot. He wants to turn Iran into a parking lot. That's the message from the president of the most powerful country in the world.
And who is Uncle Sam? The father of my child is called Sammy, and that's why I called my son Samuel, right? Now my father wanted to take the whole honor for his name, but I gave him that name. Then I think my son was 3 years old when the father to my child, he was never there when I got pregnant, right? He was never there, and always begged him and sent letters telling him, please come and see your child and let's become a family. And when my son was 3.5 years old, he finally came and we started to date again. And we wanted to get married, but what is weird that he was talking about Sam, something like Illuminati club of those evil devil worshippers, shipping traditions. And then he posted a lot of photos of his son on the internet, and he called it Sam something, I don't remember it anymore. And then he just before he walked out the door after visiting Samuel, and I gave him money to buy a present for Samuel. I think I bought the present for my own money and told him to pretend that it was a gift from him and give him that Lego gift when he came. Then on his way out, he told me about that internet page that he had put pictures of my son and and called it Sam's, and what it was referring to. And he said that was a coincidence, but it was not like that. That was not what the meaning behind. And that didn't ever talk about that to him. It was something that he suggested himself. And on that internet page, he proudly put pictures of his son, right? So I wonder, now later after the kidnapping of my child, I see a lot of weird pictures of my ex-boyfriend / lover, father to my child, posting some weird, very weird stuff, pictures of him dressing up like if he is at an Illuminati party. And also the playlist with his music on YouTube is also weird stuff. And when my son was kidnapped, I started having these associations because he has this he has dark spots under his eyes. And then I started thinking, oh, maybe it's not true when he say he's against Illuminati, because when we were very young, I was only 20 years old, or maybe 19 years old when I met him. And then he was almost my neighbor, living at that time together with his old grandmother. The grandmother has died and his mother has died. He was living with his old grandfather, a Danish grandfather, and he himself is mulat, so his father is American jazz musician. But what is weird is he was back then he suddenly got an apartment in Aarhus. And then what is weird, that after that he was not interested in me in the same way. He was not offering me to come live with him in that apartment. as a couple. So I became his lover, and then the weird part is that he was telling stories about his mother and showing me mother. He said some old ladies were telling him after her death that she was bleeding. So maybe she was killed in an Illuminati ritual. Another thing is that he told me that was weird, that he always wanted me to watch together with him before bedtime on YouTube these Illuminati videos of Illuminati exposing Illuminati. And maybe he wanted to know if I was one of them, and maybe he was one of them because his father was a very famous jazz musician, and his sister is also a famous singer in Denmark. And he himself is composing music. He tells me, I don't know if it's true, helping his brothers and his sister to compose music, mainly his brothers, I think, and he has a small music studio inside his apartment, small professional studio. And I was never allowed to play record any of my songs when we got together again and wanted to marry when my son was 3.5 years old. And that is also very weird, why I was not allowed to record my music, why he didn't want to support me and help me. I'm the mother of his own child, and then he don't want to help me. I was never introduced for any family members or any of his friends or his sister Camilla Jones. I was never introduced to them.
How did we get to this point? Oh my God, I cannot believe Trump just posted this.
And then it's very, very difficult to say if Trump is just playing with people's mind, like he wants everybody to believe that he is there to do something good, and that he is not part of the Illuminati, he's fighting them, but maybe he has always been Illuminati, and then he has just stolen all that technology together with his father. It was confiscated, all Nikola Tesla's material, and my phone fall down. Maybe he had just where is the video? Maybe he has just manipulated people to think that his plan is a good plan. But maybe nothing really have changed. The same elite is in power, and he has confiscated all the money from the Catholic Church, but still the church is still running, right? And there's just a new priest, and the new priest is supposedly American. So it is difficult to know if it is just like he is pretending to be the leader of an organization that is fighting against Illuminati, and maybe it's just because that they want an Illuminati person to be the leader of that organization, so that at the same time he's maybe his intention is to just control that organization so that they don't succeed completely with their mission. And that I also fought for many, many years ago. But I just like Trump. I like the way he is authentic. I like many things about him, and I understand why people think that his politics is good. Everything he say is makes good sense inside my head, but the fact that he is starting Third World War it's not really him starting it. It's just like people don't want to accept him as a king in America and don't want to accept him to rule this world, and then he just show people that I'm the boss, I'm the king, You need to do what I say. No deal. It's like if you don't want to do what I say, then I will control the event, and then I will bomb Iran, right? But to make a song like this is actually just old-fashioned revenge. And of course, they want to suppress Iran. They cannot play on their terms because they're Muslim and they are supposedly Christians. I don't think that Donald Trump is very Christian, and I don't think that he knows everything what is the Christian Bible is saying, and he don't remember the Christian Bible the same way as prophets do. But maybe he is another kind of prophet, if he's a prophet. I just think he's a good person. I think that he is a rebel inside the Illuminati, and he wants justice for his people. I hope so. And there's nothing really else to do than hope that he is on the people's side. And when you see the things that he's doing, then he's doing much more than the other leaders of America have ever done. And they are just saying they want to do this and they want to do that, and then they cannot do it. But he has enough money and enough power and enough status in society, so he can do it, and he have enough people to believe in him and support him. But still, he's a man. It should not be a man doing all this. It should be a woman convincing the Islamic people to think differently, and it should be the word ruling. Donald Trump has not created a new Quran for the Islamic people that is about women in charge. He is not the king of matriarchy. Or maybe he is. Maybe Melanie wants to be queen at some point of time, and maybe she stands behind his entire politic. Maybe, just maybe. And maybe she is just guiding him to get rid of their mentality this way. But it's not a good way. It's not a good way. And there is other ways. But Trump, he wants peace, I think. And when he is bombing them, it's because they are not easy to convince of treating women better, and they really don't treat their women good. They don't do that now. In certain Muslim countries, they force the women to hide their entire body, their entire face, not even show their eyes. And that is very, very scary. And it's not good to suppress women. We will never have peace on earth as long as we suppress women.
My God, I cannot believe Trump just posted this.
Why can you not believe this? It's cool that he do that. It's actually cool. If you want to bomb Iran, so after you're doing, while you're doing it, why not chant like that song? They have chanted for such a long time, and they have to know that now it's over. Don't chant like that. If you continue, then we will do the same to you. And it's just like human nature. People will always be fed up at some point of time. You can bully and you can harass for a long time, and people can keep calm, but at some point of time, then the bulleting must stop, and somebody must put these people into a proper place and tell them you are not allowed to have atomic bombs because you misuse all weapons. You misuse it to do terrorist actions against innocent people. You use innocent people as human shelters, and that should be illegal. I don't have much energy for this talking, and we don't have internet for the whole day. Yeah, yesterday we didn't have internet, and today we didn't have internet, and now we don't have electricity suddenly. So it's starting to get very hot inside my apartment, my small house here in Tanzania, Africa. So that's why I maybe sound a little bit sad. I'm not sad, but I'm just very, 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 very exhausted and tired. I had a traffic accident as a child, so my energy level is not that big. And then I have Staphylococcus and E. coli. I'm trying to treat it with natural medicine because I have given up on the antibiotica. It's not working at all, and that's also why Trump is against the World Health Organization. He don't want to cooperate with them, and that is good. So many of the things that he's doing is good. And what I discovered lately is that I think its CERN is situated in Switzerland. I didn't even know that. And that is also one of the problem organizations that are making a lot of problem in the world. So what he's doing is good, but it's affecting many people's life, but it has to stop at some point of time. We can not be allowed in a capitalistic society to earn profit on doing bad shit to people. We can have a capitalistic society and at the same time have very strict rules what we are allowed to make money from, and we can also have very high ethics. It must be possible, but maybe it's only possible in my society model where women are in charge, governed by my oracle, and allowed to rule over a whole city or town of men and raise their children in peace.
Like no words.
That I believe will bring order and peace, and will heal all psychological problems between the sexes.
No words.
And also heal mental problems and heal the body when we start to realize how our biological bodies really are designed, and that women have a much greater sexuality than a man have. That she is life giver, she is the life force, she is a complete human being ready to rule, and the men are not ready to rule, and they are not designed to rule. They are designed to work for their queen and protect the children and bring prosperity to their queen through a religion that is about the queen and the castle and prosperity and the Garden of Eden, which is a perma-ecological garden. And Eden is a Danish word, so that is also why I call myself an oracle, because I master Danish very well. I don't master English so well, but I try to communicate to all people in this world in English. That's why I'm using English. But English is actually a black voodoo language against Danish. Danish is the oracle language of our subconsciousness, and all the words are very meaningful, have very beautiful, profound meanings, and everything in this world can be explained by Danish.
Uncle Sam is getting...
Uncle Sam, that's the scary part. Uncle Sam is what? Uncle Sam is the one that is pointing at military and saying, we need you, right? But I don't know why the father to my child, Sammy, he tells me that that has something to do with Illuminati. Maybe it has not even something to do with Illuminati.